One of the oldest and most famous fast food restaurants in the US is White Castle. Even though its food isn't considered very healthy, it is very convenient because it stays open 24 hours a day. But even in such a bright and friendly place, strange and unforgettable things can happen. Something like this happened to my father, a story so disturbing and terrifying that he can never forget it. It happened 3 years ago when he was struggling financially. To support his family and pay educational expenses at home, he desperately needed a job. Finally, he got hired at White Castle. To keep his manager happy, he agreed to work any shift, day or night, and as many hours as required. He had been working there for about 3 months, but only during the daytime. One day, the manager called him into the office and said that since he had gained enough experience, he was now ready for night shifts. The manager explained that night shifts are usually very quiet and asked if he had any problem with that. My father replied that it was fine. The shift was from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. starting Saturday. On Saturday night, he arrived exactly at midnight. The manager gave him a long list of tasks: refill ketchup, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce bottles, mop the floors, and clean the tables. After explaining everything, the manager went home, leaving him alone. The restaurant was unusually quiet. He was so busy working that he didn't notice how fast time passed. Suddenly, he looked at the clock. It was already 2 a.m. Not a single customer had come in. It felt odd, but he ignored it and continued working because he wanted to finish everything properly. While arranging coffee cups, he suddenly felt as if someone was watching him. A strange chill ran down his spine, but he convinced himself it was just tiredness from staying awake late. Then his eyes shifted toward the large front window. Outside, he noticed a dark shadow, like someone standing still and staring at him. He blinked and told himself it must be imagination. Who would stand outside at this hour? He went back to cleaning the tables. A few minutes later, he glanced at the window again. The shadow looked closer now. He felt uneasy, but again blamed exhaustion. Determined not to look outside anymore, he focused on work. Suddenly, he heard a faint whisper. "I can see you." His heart pounded. Slowly, he turned toward the window. This time, what he saw froze him in fear, a horrifying figure with glowing red eyes, banging on the glass repeatedly. He couldn't stay there another second. Trembling, he quickly hung the closed sign on the door, rushed to his car, and drove away as fast as he could. His hands were shaking on the steering wheel. On the way home, he called the manager and said he was feeling sick and needed to leave. The manager agreed. My father didn't tell him the real reason, knowing no one would believe such a story. When he finally reached home, he felt safe again. That night, he made a firm decision. No matter what happens, he would never work a night shift again, even if it meant finding another job.